Stella and I are going to have a hike before we go out to the property this morning. We've chosen to come to Geneva Pass. Come here, baby girl. These are just a few of the creatures that we might run into while we journey. Including this familiar face. So we're going to have ourselves a little bit of an adventure. I'm going to flip this around now so that you can see why so many people end up getting in trouble when they go on hikes. First, they drive too fast, and then they can't stop, and then they crash. We also get sudden, frequent storms that just pop up and can be very dangerous. And even though you started out very hot, now you're wet, and then the temperatures drop. I've seen it go from 80 to 60 with a rainstorm. So, we're also closer to the sun. And there's a big difference between having plenty of air to breathe down by sea level and up here. So, and it says drink plenty of water. I suggest a little more than that. Grab you some extra minerals, also known as electrolytes, because water may not be enough. So anyway, here we go. This is our beautiful, beautiful Rocky Mountain spring water. Which Denver loves to take from everyone that's up here in this area and use it for people down in the city who get to wash their cars, water their lawns, etc., 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 while we are told we cannot. Even though we paid to dig the wells that catch some of this water sometimes. Anyway, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. It won't be if people don't take care of it. When you're out on a hike, you've got your little markers. I'm not doing 3 Mile. I'm going to do Geneva Creek. In my back pocket, I have my driver's license, and since I'm not doing a long hike, no, I don't have any water on me. Stella, you're wrapping around me, baby girl. Okay. And Stella loves to take hikes, so this should be quite fun. If we come across anything interesting, I'll make a video of it. But until then, I'm going in with the wild things, so I need to pay attention. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I have this thing. It's a connection with the river, especially. Oh, I forgot if I locked my car. Darn it. Okay. Good thing I haven't gone very far. Anyway, my first birthday here, I got here in April. My birthday is in June. And for my birthday present, I was taken on a rafting expedition. And it was not the beginners. So I got thrown out into a class 5 rapid. My very first experience. Okay, Stella, why can't you go on the right side of me? You always have to go circling. Anyway, I thought I was going to drown. I couldn't catch my breath. Waves were splashing me in the face, so I did what I'm not supposed to do, I turned around and hoped that the little pillow behind my head would be enough cushion if I slammed into a giant boulder. And I surrendered my spirit, or I surrendered myself, my life, to the water spirits. And in what was essentially seconds, I mean less than a minute, I had floated miles, or been pushed, shoved, literally, miles, to where the rapids ended and the waters were calm. So, the river spirits, or the water spirits of the river, found me worthy, is the attitude that I'm taking as far as that little part of my adventure went. I proved worthy. And ever since then, well, even before then, I always loved following the river when I was in Colorado. It's one of the reasons I decided I wanted to move here in the first place. Stella, go around the other way. Go around the other way. Nope, other way. You're not listening. Back up. Back up. There you go. Now I don't have to turn. Okay. I'm going to click. Make sure I'm locked up. Because, you know. Not that I have a lot of valuables, but I do have some. Okay, now I know I'm locked. So, once again, back over the bridge. And rather than following the actual path, I will follow the riverbank until I can't follow it anymore. And then I'll cut back up to the path. Stella! No, 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 this side. There you go. Good girl. She's so happy. She loves to hike. Alright, we're off. And the first thing I'm noticing, just a few feet into following the river, is that the trail goes the opposite way. It's actually up there where the sun is shining through the trees. So, this should be interesting. And Stella has herself wrapped around a tree. Back up, Stella. Back up. Back up. There you go. Good girl. It's also getting a lot more muddy following the creek. So, as per my usual, I may change my plans. The nice thing about Stella, she's a hound dog. So, if there's creatures, she points them out. And we're getting dense, so I'm not liking this. I'm thinking maybe we better not follow the river. If I had someone else with me, I would continue this. So instead, once again, I'm going to do a backtrack. Come on, baby girl. Not all the way to the bridge, but just back to where I noticed that the path was going way off. Oh, look. That looks like some kind of melon leaf or pumpkin or, you know, something of that nature. Lots of wild rose bushes out here. What are you eating? Ah, this is the plant that leaf goes to. I have no idea what it is. But isn't it pretty? The leaf, that is. Okay. So I'm going to climb up through here. Now wait. They ask that we stay on trails. So I am. I'm going to obey and be a good citizen of Colorado. Since I'm not a visitor. If I was a visitor, I'd be a good visitor. and stay on the paths. That's not too much to ask people. Up, and here it is. See there? Just a few seconds and I was rewarded. So obviously this is a horse trail as well. Anyone with equine, I know, wonderful place for you to come. And do a nice little horse ride. One more quick little thing. Please make sure you bring your poop bag and don't leave the poop bag on the trail. Putting the poop in the bag and leaving it on the trail defeats the purpose. And I've seen enough of them to be very frustrated. I can only imagine what the people who have lived here their whole lives, caring for this land, feel like when they see that stuff. Are we on the trail? Go get them. Go get them, Stella. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Let's get them. Okay. And now we've reached another sign to let us know what we want to do. I don't think I'm going to do Whiteside Trail. I like the Geneva Creek. So we're going to carry on a little bit further. But as you can still hear the creek. But as you can see, this is quite a thicket in the woods. Ooh. I don't know if you can see here. There's a beautiful rock formation. Doesn't look like any water's flowing down it. Rock climbers will probably love to climb it, but please don't. Again, please stay on trails when you're visiting this beautiful state and these beautiful mountains. And we've turned around because I heard sounds that I couldn't recognize. And just spent a whole lot of time talking. What? What's going on? What? No, we're not going back. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Okay, hopefully I'm not being followed. As I was saying, I just wasted a lot of breath when the video wasn't actually turned on. About this is why I wish I had someone to join me. Would be nice. But what a beautiful way to spend the morning, or to start the day. Let the people who like their gyms and their pelagons and whatever else with screens showing this kind of scenery. I'll take the real thing. Yes, Stella, we're going back. I'm sorry. When we get that deep in a thicket, and I have no way of protecting myself, I prefer to just go ahead, turn around, and go back the way I came. Most of the wildlife is used to humans on the trails, so encountering a threat is minimal, but not impossible. And that's the other thing to keep in mind if you decide to go hiking. This isn't the zoo. The creatures are not caged. They are roaming freely, and behavior is their instinctual behavior, is what drives them. Not the fact that some human keeper is going to come feed them at a certain time during the day. They're actually out hunting this morning for breakfast. Stella's on the trail of something again. What? What you smell? And since it's her natural nature to sense things way before I do, that's the only reason I'm out here at all this morning. Because I have Stella with me. Yes, I have my Stella. She wants to go this way. Or maybe that way. She's not sure. Ah, now I know why I heard noises. I'm no longer alone. Come on, baby girl. Stella, let's go. Come on. Seems to be the time of day that everyone's showing up, which makes it my time to leave.